Hello friends, so far we have looped our post formats into our index page, and we can see that this is the title of the post of each post. Actually, those are the titles here, and we can see all those contents. But right now there's another crucial thing that we need to do. If we have a closer look into our title bar, we can see that there's no such WordPress site title present into our title bar, which can be seen in some other projects like this one here. Moreover, if we get back to our dashboard, we can see that this is the address bar, which is not present into our home page or into any other WordPress pages which we will be later building on. But this is a true fact that in an order to activate them into our project, we need to do something else. We need to create a header file and a footer file, and we need to insert them into our index page or home page. So this is the main intention of this tutorial. We are about to include a header file and a footer file into our project in order to meet all those discrepancies. Let's head back to the text editor, and here, first of all, outside any kind of folder or directories, we are practically creating two different files. The first one is the header.php and the second one is footer.php. So these are the two files, those being created right over here. Let's have a hop into it. First of all, we are declaring that this is a HTML5 version that we are about to use, and here in the first case we are putting this thing. There goes the head. Let's close head first, and inside this head, all we are about to do, we are about to create some meta description, some meta names here. So what should be the contents of this thing? It should be HTML. We are practically putting some keywords right over here. Now we may insert another meta name here. We may make usage of it, such as this one. This is the meta name keywords. So of course this will be the author, and we are putting in as. Now the last but the most important thing here is so all those things are being created right over here. Next, all we are going to do, we are going to create a title for our site. There it goes. This is the title. Inside we'll be putting something. In normal case, all we did by this far, when we had a work on static pages, all we did for say WordPress is the title. Now this content, it is practically going to be static. If however you are going to change your site title, then it is never going to change according to the site name you freshly provided. So in an order to make your title dynamic, you need to put some dynamic code into it. So we will be concentrating about it soon, but first of all let's build it up. And the last thing that we are going to introduce right over here is something like this one. Now this is a very important WordPress function, but the first thing that you need to know that this individual WordPress function is solely responsible for each and every kind of functionalities that is hooked to the head action. This is the first thing, and the second thing is it practically helps you while you are using your plugins to synchronize those plugins with the WordPress functionality. and we need to put it right over here. In the next case, in case of body tag, now this is the first thing that we are going to create. Here we will be using another function. This is another WordPress function which is known as so all it is going to do, it is going to impose some kind of class into this individual body tag which is been created right into this header.php. Now so far we have done it up to this far, and another thing, in case you may have noticed that I haven't closed all those tags right over here. Like I have opened this HTML tag here, but I haven't closed it anywhere. Similar thing goes for this body. I have opened this body tag, but I have never closed it anywhere into this individual header.php. So these are the things those we need to concentrate next. In case of footer.php, in the first case, in the similar manner, there it goes. So we have created this WP footer first. The intention is same. So everything, every function that is related to footer action, those functions will be synchronized right over here. And to synchronize all the plugins, all those synchronization is being carried out through this individual function which is known as WP footer. So in the second case, all we are going to do first, we are going to close all those tags, those being initiated into our header.php. So this is the second case. Now let's indent it a little more. There it goes. Okay, everything is in order. Now we have created this header.php, but still a lot of things those need to be covered. Like this is the HTML lang, and here we are using another WordPress function to automatically detect the language attributes, like this one, language attributes. So this thing has been written right over here. The purpose of this WordPress function is to automatically detect the language of the site that we have chosen. In the next case, to determine the char set being used in our project, we will be using another WordPress function which is known as blog info char set, the purpose of which is to determine dynamically the char set used by this individual website. Now in the similar manner, for this title, as we had left it empty in the previous case, all we are going to do, we are going to use this name here, like this blog info name. Definitely you could have assumed by this far that the purpose of this WordPress function is to determine dynamically the name of this individual site. So here it is up to this far. Now let's get back to index.php, and here in the first case, all we are going to do, first of all, we are not adding anything here. If we press Ctrl S and if we get back to our project and reload, we won't be seeing any changes over here as we haven't called it yet into our project. So that is why we need to call this header.php and footer.php. Now here all we are going to do, get header. This is the first thing that we are going to do. So we won't be writing anything inside it. We'll just leave it empty. And in the last case, in the similar fashion, to include this footer.php that we have created into our home page, we need to call in the exact same function into our page, which will be this time footer. Now if we press Ctrl S and if we get back to our project and reload, now we can see that the admin bar is present right over here, and there goes the title of this individual site, which is WordPress is fun, and we can see that everything is right into order. But so far we won't be noticing any kind of noticeable changes into our web project, as we have left it empty by this far. There's practically no such content into the body. If we get back to our project and if we press F12 and if we click right over here, we can see that this body class, there is a definite body class over here, head section right over here, it is present here, and if we select it, we can see that the meta cat set is being detected dynamically as UTF-8. These keywords or content, all those things are static, so we won't be concentrating into it, but the title of this site, WordPress is fun, is being dynamically detected by our WordPress site. So everything is present right over here. Now if we view our page source, we can see this is the language which is being auto-detected, which is traced auto-detected dynamically, and there goes the meta cat set, and all we can see that this is the body class, those been present right over here. So we can simply deduce that our header is been included into our project. Now to make it prominent, let's suppose that we want to display the title of this site into the header section along with the description of that particular web page, and the same thing will be occurring into the footer part. There will be a display of this site title. So in an order to do that, all we need to do, first of all, let's get back to header.php, and here all we are doing here, we are creating this. First of all, let's put it within a tag like this one, h1 tag. Blog info name, and in the similar manner, all we are going to do here, we are going to make usage of a paragraph tag in an order to display the site description right over here, which will be derived as blog info description. Press Ctrl S. In the similar fashion, if we get back to our footer.php and right above this individual WP footer, all we are going to do, we are going to place this blog info name right over here. Now if we press Ctrl S and get back to our project, and if we reload, we can see that the site title is now displayed in the head section along with the description of that individual site. And if we get down, scroll down, we can see that the similar thing will be observed right over here. The title of the site is being displayed into our footer section too. Now in an order to link it up, the first thing that we are going to do, let's get back to header.php, and here all we are going to do, we will be using a kind of hyperlink reference, and here all we are going to do, we are calling in the home URL as a hyperlink reference of this individual h1 tag, which is dynamically set to display the title of this particular website. So if we get back to our project and reload, we can see that it is already linked. So if we now click into any individual posts, for say we are clicking into this is magic word, we can see that this is the single individual post which is being observed along with the content and the title. Now if we click into this WordPress is fun, we can see that we have diverted back to the home page that we have created by this far. So this is how we may insert our header and footer into the WordPress project, into the WordPress site that we have created. Now so far all those things, those are looking very ugly because we haven't put any kind of styling properties into it. But in an order to attain some kind of styling attributes to our elements, all we need to do, we need to connect our style sheets with this definite or particular WordPress site. So this is what we are going to concentrate next. We will be connecting our style sheet with our WordPress project. So if you have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button down below. Subscribe us, comment on us, like our works. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.